In this lesson, we're going to do two things. One, figure out your ceiling, how far you can get with content and guidance alone. And two, we're going to give you a framework for sequencing how to get there. So let's go. In the last lesson, we talked about the space between your floor and your ceiling. And what we need to do now is find and name everything that's actually between these 2 points and then figure out how to order it. So head over to Topics Explorer in the Analyze section of the product, and here we can see everything that's coming in, topic by topic. Now, the bigger the card, the higher the volume, and the darker the color, the lower the CX score. Now, this helps us understand exactly what our customers are asking about. We can filter by specific audiences and channels, and we can actually drill down into each topic and the conversations behind it. This is how we start naming what's in that gap. And look, as you're doing this, it's worth thinking about where the biggest opportunities actually are for you. Now, whether that's a specific channel with high volume, a region, or a customer segment, you know your support better than anyone, so let that guide where you should focus first. Another way to do this is using Operator. Now, it actually does the whole thing for you automatically. You just give it a prompt like this, and it'll categorize and break down everything for you. Now, if neither of these options are available to you, we'd actually recommend using our API to output the last 30 days of conversations, which you can then use an LLM to analyze. You can find steps on how to do this linked below this video. Whichever method you use, you should end up with a list of things that sit between your floor and your ceiling and an idea of the potential impact of each one. So when we add each one up, it looks like our ceiling will be about 75%. But this number is worth interrogating. If we look a little bit closer, we'll likely find that in some of these areas, there are parts that go beyond content. And when we factor those in, our ceiling is actually closer to 60%. So now we know our floor and we have an accurate idea of our ceiling, but how do we actually sequence the work between these 2 points? The best way to think about sequencing is in terms of impact versus effort. So plot everything on your list against these two axes and you're going to get 4 buckets. Now, most people start with the high impact, low effort stuff. These are your quick wins. Then they move into the lower impact, lower effort work. These are marginal gains. They still feel productive, still feels like you're moving forward. But what we see happen all the time is the returns start to shrink, and the only things left are the high effort, low impact ones. This is low priority work. You're putting a lot of effort in and you're getting very little back. And this is what tends to make people plateau. Now, what causes this is not prioritizing the high impact, high effort work, those big bets. Now, you don't have to do these first, but you do have to be proactive about tackling them because they are the biggest unlock. They are the things that are going to get you to your ceiling and keep momentum going. So it's really important to get these on your roadmap early and not leave them till the end. Okay, once you know your ceiling, you need to pick a short term target. So pick a specific automation rate to hit in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Write down exactly what you're going to do to get there, like which topics, which channels, which changes you're going to make. And then check back in after those 2 weeks. Did you actually hit the target? If yes, great, pick the next one. If not, figure out why. This loop is how you're going to make consistent progress. So you came into this lesson knowing your floor, and you're leaving it knowing how to calculate your ceiling and how to find everything that sits between these 2 points and how to prioritize and order it. That's going to be your roadmap. And the rest of this course is going to show you how to work through it.